Wow, okay, they get 4. Hydron has to soar. Oh no, they have rally as well. They need to kill Brig. Hello guys, my name is Coach Hayes. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit differently. We're going to be reviewing BH versus AT. This was the NA versus EU Showmatch. Going to review this map specifically because this was an extremely close match. I remember watching this on stream and thinking, there's one point in this where I had no clue how AT pulled this back, but they did. And so we're going to watch this game. I'm going to try my best to break down everything that's going on, kind of talk about the compositions, talk about how each of the compositions play out. Let's break down the compositions. So both teams running a similar composition right now. Obviously, you still have 43 seconds to get out, but looks like BH are going to roll out on the Bull Sig, the Zen Brig, and the Echo Tracer. Now, if we compare that to the composition of AT are running here with a Widow. Let's skip ahead and see, just confirm what exactly they're playing with. Okay, so AT running a very similar comp. The only difference here being that AT are running with the OG on the Mercy instead of the Brig. So this is the main difference between both teams. This team are more focused on putting resources into their DPS, which is Speedily, and helping him put more pressure, win the 1v1, 1 versus 1 versus Daned. And the reason that BH are going with the Brig here is they want to focus on putting more resources towards countering Shape. Brig is one of the best counters to Ball. And so I'm assuming that with this composition, BH is just more so focused on not funneling resources into Daned and just making sure that they have a stronger backline presence here with the Zen and Brig. Obviously, Brig stun goes onto the Ball whenever he comes in. You can whip shot him to deny his fireball. A lot of tools. Like I said, one of the biggest counters to Ball is Brigit. Ironically, Brigit counters most of the heroes in the game, but there you go. So BH are defending. BH are set up on the high ground. Now, one interesting way of how this composition plays out is it's very much played around discords. So what we're going to see is both teams are going to try and set their Zen up in a good position where he can get discords, he can obviously harmony, and kind of we're gonna see both teams playing around their Zen. So if we look right now, the Zen is obviously in the center, center back of the team. The Sig is kind of holding this top left high ground. Sparker is holding the right side, and Hadi is controlling this position here. And we're gonna see this formation quite a lot where he has kind of nestled himself behind the team, and he's playing in a position where basically the enemies are gonna have to go through his teammates before they can get towards him. And we see here Speedily going very, very aggressive there. Again, this is kind of like the slight differences in the way they play these compositions. Dan is playing more reserved because he doesn't have that Mercy pocket, and obviously he knows that AT are running here with Speedily with the Mercy pocket, so he's playing a lot more reserved. If we look at Sparker and Hadi, what we're going to see from these two throughout the game is they're going to be looking to coordinate and set up these dives onto the Zen. They're going to constantly try and pressure the Zen, because obviously the Mercy is off here pocketing the Echo, so we are probably going to see a lot of these dives. Sparker looks as if he's setting up now. He finds Ultraviolet. He solo kills him, actually. Hydron and... I believe Hydron and... Speedily went for the Zen there. Actually managed to take him out. And notably, one of the things that AT have is that they have this res available. So if they are effective at clearing this area around the dead body, they can go for the res here. And again, we're going to see Sig, Brig, and Zen probably playing quite a lot together. Those three players like a core. So they're mostly playing together in this comp for stability. Sigma provides really good stability for the Zen and the Brig. And Sigma doesn't really have a place in this comp. The reason he's kind of been played is because Sig is one of the strongest tanks right now. And he just kind of is the best off tank you can play. But we can see here a kind of the contrast. AT have focused on taking all of this high ground here. They've cleared Molfig out. Molfig ran out of resources here and had to drop off. And on the other side, again, Sparker and Hattie, we're going to see these two just diving constantly, trying to set up these dives onto Ultraviolet. They end up trading. I believe BH might be able to retake this if they're patient. As long as Sparker survives, they can retake this. Sparker also has a good backline position, so he's going to be able to get access to this Zen pretty quickly here. Ah, okay. Now, they lost Hattie. This is going to be very tough now. I think Sparker's probably just going to reset and get out here.
Objective lost. Adjusting angle of attack.
Obviously, both teams, AT pushing forward here, try and get some late picks. BH are now 6, so they realize they can't really get anything here. So we're kind of in setup phase now. AT trying to control as much space as they can here. While BH is setting up. Really, really quick engage there from AT. Not messing around like at all, just going straight for that engage. I believe Sigma might have just been pushing payload there. Like he wasn't even in the fight. They just took the initiative, and because of this fight, because this fight went so well, they're now free pushing the payload here. So they've basically won a fight, and meanwhile they were pushing payload. So this is going to be only one more fight that BH have on second point here. We pause this before we go into the fight. BH do have a lot of ults coming up here. They have Zenol, they have Mines. Rally is going to be up this fight in 5%. AT do have a few ults to deal with it. They have Mines, they have Trans, they have Valk. This could be a close fight, but I think the Rally might be the difference maker here in how they play this. I assume we're going to see BH trying to play close together here and kind of grouping, trying to get value from that Rally. Oh my, that is actually terrible for them. That's so bad. They get a pick on the Valkyrie Mercy there. So they're coming in, looking to group up here, probably go with a rally soon. I think Sparker gets a lot of damage onto the Mercy here, yeah. And then he just finishes him off. That's actually so huge. Because now they're just going to have, yeah. And they're going to win now with only Mines. They win here. This is a huge tempo swing. Because they won the fight without using too much. They only use Mines. So now in this next fight, they're going to have almost 4 ults coming up here. They are going to have 4 ults here. Alright. Looks like they're trying to go for a Discord here and just focus down the target. Yeah, they are. They're going extremely aggressive. Oh, this is a really nice play. They're going so aggressive here because they have Trance and Rally, and they want to be grouping when they're using Rally, right? They want to get that value from the Rally armor. So they're just all clumping together and just forcing that Rally advantage that they have. And obviously the Zen is just insanely difficult to kill when he has the Rally. Still has Trance available. Or we just have to Trance there. This was looking really good for them. But they somehow lost this. Okay, I want to see what happened there exactly. So they kill the Sig. Daniel was out of position there, he was kind of on his own. They go with a Sigil. Sparker ends up dying. Okay, so individually they did kind of clutch here. Individually AT clutched this one. Sparker got picked off and then Hydron landed a really good pulse bomb that took out the brig. And once the brig is down, that's kind of like the backbone of the team that's essentially gone. The two really, really clutch picks there from AT to win this fight. Shouldn't have been a winnable fight for them, but they did clutch that out. I don't see BH winning this at all. Yeah, Danas is gonna die. Because the Zen Mercy is up, yeah, and Hydron's just popping off. He had a crazy good series. Look at that coordination from Hydron and Shape. The main job of the Bull's Tracer in this composition is to really try and pressure the Zen. They're going to be permanently diving. I assume we're probably going to see the similar setup now. If BH don't clear this side, Hydron is going to have free access to rotate all the way behind and get a dive on his Zen. But BH are going to clear it. Yeah, they're going to clear it. Hydron uses recoil, so we're probably going to see him play more defensively here. Barker gets a pick onto Mole, which is actually huge. But again, here is the strength of the Mercy coming through. Like, they're going to have the res if BH are not in a position to stop that. And Daned goes to try and take control of top left, but there is speedily with that Mercy pocket. He's almost never going to win this. He's almost never going to win this 2v1. Unless he lands a lot of the... stickies, it's going to be very difficult for him when he's fighting versus a Mercy with pocket. So this is a big swing now. They're basically 6. AT is 6, and BH on the back foot. They're down 1. AT have a lot of tempo, and so Shape's just engaging in. Nice trance. Keep them all healthy. Wow, that happened very quickly. I want to go back and see this dive from Hadi and Sparker. So Hadi's peels pretty nicely there. Gets a nice triple boot there. I think this might have been mostly Sparker, but really good follow-up there from Hadi. I did feel like Sparker and Hadi were like... They had a really, really good series, honestly. I was impressed with how consistently they were getting dives off. It is their job, but they were doing it pretty well. Okay, so coming to the next fight. Both teams have a few ults coming up. If we see BH, they have Sigil, they have Rally. AT have Pulse, they're just using Pulse. I believe he missed the Pulse. And again, AT have Sigil and Trance. Wins the 2v1. He wins the 2v1. He trades, but then we're going to see the res coming through. So, yeah. This is, I guess, one of the weaknesses of playing without a Mercy. And I guess he's playing into the strengths of the Mercy comp here. He's trying to take that 1v1, when in fact he should be playing a lot more defensively here, I believe. He hates using the Rally. Barker gets another pick there. I believe he landed Pulse there and then Multi finished him off. And you can see BH playing definitely really well around this strength of theirs. They're playing more so around this Zen Brig. And AT are focused more on playing around the DPS they have and leaving the Zen alone in the backline. It's interesting to see how these two styles are like facing up against each other. So Hadi drops the mines. He's just playing to stall here. He'll get taken down. And in this situation, Ultraviolet is free in a position where he can kind of free shoot here. You go to... Yep, he's getting 3 discords off. He's basically DPS at this point. Just keeping that orb on people to keep them healthy. Danid does go over him. Danid... Ooh, Danid and Hadi go for him. That was a nice dive. If they leave the Zen alive there, this is just a ticking time bomb. They're going to get taken out eventually. They're going to get taken down eventually there, so... Really, like, this is discipline from them, because they're having to juggle two things right now. They're having to juggle stalling the point and setting up a dive on the Zen. So, like, this is good mid-fight coordination from Danid and Hadi to kind of, like, set up a dive on the Zen. Now that Zen's dead, they're in a really good position, because they have the... Yeah, and they're just going to win now. When the Zen drops, it's so much harder for them.
60 seconds remaining.
A decent hold there. That was looking really, really bad for them. See how Morphe's going to use his signal here. BH have Sigil and Pulse Bomb coming up. Getting relatively close to Trance. The side of AT, they don't have a massive amount of ults. One thing to note for Morph, it is very, very difficult to play the Sig when they have damage boosted Echo, because your shields are going to get shredded incredibly fast. He does get both supports. He forces the Trance. Fortunately, he's lost his Zen. But again, Spark coming through with the Pulse Bomb. He's playing to stall right now, I think. Yeah, he's just trying to survive best he can. Oh, nice rock. Buying a lot of time there, actually. That was good. He bought so much time. Okay, Ripper has chance again. There should be very... I mean, this is still very close. Sparker's doing so much here. Let's go back and watch Sparker. So he's coming up from... Okay, so he tries to kill the Zen. He comes back. Waiting for his resources now. He does have recall back available. He has to recall. Gets to pick on the speedily. We're going to see him take the flank. Try to set up a dive on the Zen here. Oh, okay, so he sees the Divas there and he goes back. He's gonna go for the Zen soonish. Yeah. And he gets the stick. There we go. BH did an incredible job of stalling there. This was... They were defending this for, like, what, a minute... 1 minute 40 there? That was crazy. Really good stall there from BH.
Initiating match. Ready for battle. One. Attackers incoming.
Okay, very interesting. So we now see that AT have given up on this Mercy comp and they're playing a mirror composition now, so they're playing with a Brig. So we are going to see a playstyle change now from AT. I wonder how well they adapt to this. They are probably going to be playing a lot more around their backline now, and probably going to see Speedly playing a lot more defensively here. Because obviously he doesn't have that Mercy pocket available. BH looking as if they want to make this rotation towards the high ground. Get this Zen into a good position. BH splitting up on the map here, trying to control the space, try and slowly take away this space away from AT. Wow. Okay, Hydron gets picked off. That's actually huge. They should be able to go very, very aggressively now. Huge boot from Calyx there. Calyx gets the whip shot, denies the power driver. And we're going to see BH looking to go very aggressive here. Yeah. That's a really, really good trade for BH. They traded the Echo for the ball. But Hadi's going to be back very, very quickly here anyway, so... He sticks the shield. Addy and Sparker definitely going less for the Zen this time, more focused on peeling back. Main reason is obviously they're playing versus Brig. If Paddy goes in versus the Brig, he's going to get stunned. He's going to get bashed. He's going to get whip-shotted. And this team of AT, they have a lot of damage. Obviously, Discord, Tracer, Pressure. Echo, if he gets stunned on the ball, he's going to get stickied. And potentially if he goes heart below half, he's going to get beamed. So that's why we're seeing Haddy and Sparker being a lot more passive now in the way they're playing. They're playing so more to peel. Hydron lands the pulse, forces the trance out of Ripper. They have tempo. Wow, okay. Really, really clean from AT. A lot of discipline here as well. Let's watch this from the beginning. So we're going to watch from Hydron's POV. Hydron knows they're trancing. He's waiting for the trance to end. Gets a pick from the high ground. Really nice position on the high ground. From here, he's relatively safe. He can choose and pick and choose who he wants to disengage to, or who he wants to engage on. He gets the Brig. Gets the Zen. This is insanely high value. So both teams use trance, and OG also uses rally. So BH's going to have the rally advantage coming into this next fight. Wow. This just shows how aggressive AT like to be. And I was seeing this throughout the whole series. They're being so aggressive in the way they're using ults. When they have these ults, they're going extremely aggressive here. So, as soon as he sees the Brig come in, he gets all three of them. He uses the Sigil. He hides behind the cover. Obviously, he doesn't want to get rocked. He lands all three. This is like the highest value Sigil he can probably get. All three of the supports. He actually just straight up kills them. I wonder how they had the follow-up damage there. I want to see this and have a look. So Sig walks in. Sig walks in. He lands stickies. He lands a lot of the stickies, and then the follow-up damage is enough. Wow. And they get all three of the supports with the Sigil. And yeah, this gives them a lot of tempo. They did use Speed Elite ult as well. I assume that the plan was here like to go with Cucumber Sigil and then obviously clone, get a lot of ult charge on the clone, and then go with the second Sigil on the Echo clone. That is a combo I did see quite a lot throughout the series, but I think that Speedy didn't expect they were just going to straight up kill off the first one. The other big thing is here, like BH used rally there, so they're not going to have this rally. They're going to be down in terms of like the ult economy. They do have Sig and clone, so we're probably going to see them come. Sorry, they were down in the support ult economy. They're now down, but they do have Sigil and clone. So yeah, we're going to see a full Sigil here, which is pretty strong. They go with Sigil. Anna is also going with Sigil. Forces the trance. AT do invest mines here, but I think this is going to be really tough to retake.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
Objective lost. the payload.
The good thing about them not recontesting this is look at the position they have now for this first fight on the second phase. They're guaranteed going to get two really good fights here. If they fight here, they have this choke point to play off. This is not an easy choke for BH to push through. And they have all of the positions set up. So really, I like the choice not to recontest here because it's going to be a sloppy fight anyway. Oh my god, Dana goes really far there. Really far for the kill onto Ultraviolet. Gets picked off. It's going to be even harder now. They're going to have to just wait for Danid. Feedly also had a really good series. Both DPS did. Both DPS from AT had a really good series.
I need a health restore. Moving up.
They lost quite a few there. They're going to reset this one. BH making sure they push with 3 while they can. They want to get this payload as far as they can. Put as much pressure on AT as they can to contest this point. Really early rally there. I think AT is just going to disengage this happily. Oh, they're going to have rally advantage now. This is so bad. So AT went really early with the rally there, and BH just had the opportunity to just disengage that and negate all of that rally. They now have tempo with their rally, but Hydron again, absolutely getting so much value from these pulse bombs. He lands a pulse onto Mole just before his ult. And so they end up having to stack both support ults here. The players from the beginning. They go with rally. Oh, he landed it on the floor. So they had to stack supports there. Wow, they invested so many ults too. 3 ults there. And a sticky just shuts all of it down.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Sigma.
Anna's going in. I'm not sure about this clone. Okay, he forces a trance. I wasn't sure if he was going to die there. This looks good, actually. Who am I to question Danid? Okay, it worked out pretty nicely. I like the disengage there from BH. I thought it was good. Hydron just threw a spanner in the works there for them. Landed a huge pulse bomb. Not sure if Ripper needs to use trance during the rally, but he did just to be safe. Let's watch some more Sparker and Hardy, see how they're coordinating these dives. Controlling right side, both of them right now. Again, we know that Hardy has to be careful here when he's playing versus the Brig. Otherwise, he's going to get stunned, he's going to get pressured back, and he's going to have a tough time. So, we are seeing Hardy play a more like a peel style here. He went, in his previous fight, he was booping the ball back. Alex, Hydron again trades. Both Tracers landing huge pulse bombs there. Wow, okay. So VH, yeah, almost a full wipe. This is going to be incredibly difficult now for them to come back, for AT to come back from this. They're going to have a late touch onto point. They're going to have to stagger here. VH have such a strong position right now. They have their Zen set up. Oh, that is really deep. It might Just have to reset this now. But Danet's coming back with Clone. They have Rally coming up, which is going to allow them to go forward very aggressively. We're going to see a lot of respect given from AT here. Cucumber goes with the Sigil. Really trying to focus down. Go back so you can see this. How much focus they are putting on the brig here. Gonna watch it from Speedly's point of view. So they Sigil the brig. He hates using Rally. They go with Sigil onto the brig. Tries to land the stickies. And he does get him. Hard focus there on the brig to try and take him down. That's a huge pick. 1 for 1 right now. They get another pick. This is very back and forth. Wow, okay, they get 4. Hydron has to stall. Oh no, they have Rally as well. They need to kill Brig. This is insane stalling from AT. Oh, and Speedly's back on the Doom. We gotta see the Doom. Oh, he gets the Zen! That's enough. That might be enough. And Shapes are spinning to win. They have mines. BH can't win this now. No way. Oh my god, what a comeback. What a stall. That was so close. The Doomfist got a pick. Shape came back with the mines. Huge mines on point. He gets a kill on Kalex. And he boops Sim off. But I think at that point it's already kind of lost. Yeah. Oh my, Ultraviolet gets a boop. I need to see this as well. How did he boop him? Was it just a boop kill? Oh, he boops him in between the crack. That's so huge. So it was those 2 picks that opened up the point. Did you get loot? Wow. Wow. Insane comeback there from AT. This was such a close match actually. Both teams had really good holds here towards the end. But that was so close. That was incredibly close. I can't believe that. If you guys are watching from YouTube and you do want to see this live, go ahead and join me over at twitch.tv Hayes_Overwatch. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.